Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to play the World Championship in the Play Action Football Express. We have the WCFL 2050 champions, the Denver Snowcats. They are the champion of Brian Hafferkamp's fictional league. He wrapped up his championship, I think, sometime last week. And we have our mid-season champion of my Patriot Football League 2050. So I noticed a couple of weeks ago that Brian was going into his 2050th season, which literally I was going into my 2050th season. We were both playing Play Action Football Express, and I wrote him and I said, "Hey, dude, you're in the exact same year as I am. I'm in my 31st season. I think he's in his 10th season. But the point is, we're both in our 2050th seasons in the future." And I said, "Dude, we definitely have to have a championship game." So he wraps his season up. He's playing like I used to, short seasons, 5 or 6 game schedule. We have his champions, and I'm in the middle of my 2050 season. So we're going to have our mid-season champion play for the World Championship in the Patriot Football Express Cup against his league champion, the Denver Snowcats. And I've got the data here. It's going to be unbelievable. So, again, to make it clear, my season is literally at its midway point, which we have a 14-game schedule. So this is after a Mesa is the mid-season champions at 5-1-1, and I will complete after this World Championship game to get the World Championship Cup between our two teams. I will finish my 31st season and have my league champion. This is going to be outstanding, though. So let's go over the teams. So first off, we have Mesa at 5-1-1 coming in here at our mid-season champion versus the Denver Snowcats, which is the WCFL champion. They finished 6-1, and so that's a pretty good matchup. We have 7 games at mid-season. They have 7 wrapping up, counting his championship. Our quarterback at this point in the season has 1,200 yards, 1,232 yards passing, 14 touchdowns, 4 turnovers, a +10 ratio. His rookie quarterback and champion, Roman, has 12 TDs, 3 turnovers for a +9 ratio. So both quarterbacks, they are leaders of pass-heavy offense. Both teams are running a pass-heavy offense, and both teams run a 43 defense. Let's see here. Their top back, Mesa's top back, has 292 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. Their rookie top back, Pierce, has 3 touchdowns. Our top wide receiver for Mesa, 29 receptions and 6 touchdowns. Their top receiver is the receiver of the year with 6 touchdowns. So, I mean, his stats are jiving. I don't know if he does yardage, but I have a formula to do my yardage. But all this comes off box scores, and I think he takes all of his stuff off box scores. So it's beautiful. We're scoring Mesa is scoring 24.2 points a game. Their champion is scoring 29 points per game. That is amazing. And that number would have been would easily be our leader over the last 2 years in our league. Here's where Mesa has a problem. They're giving up 22 points a game, not great, and their champion is giving up 19 points a game. So right now, Denver, based on points for, points against, should win this game by about, I would think, 1 possession, maybe 7 points. And again, they have a 3-headed rookie monster. Their quarterback is a rookie. He had an 85-yard touchdown run in their championship game, which would be a league record between both our teams. I've never had a quarterback have an 85-yard touchdown run in any of my championships in 31 years. So that would definitely be a record in professional football between our teams. His rookie receiver, Ferris, caught 2 touchdowns in that game, a 79-yard bomb, and a 61-yard pass, I believe. One of them might have just got him in the red zone. But point is, they have a rookie quarterback, a rookie receiver, and a rookie running back that lead their team. Armin Ruiz, former head coach of the Columbia Coolers and the Armin Ruiz won 2 titles for the Columbia Coolers, was unceremoniously fired for Colorado's new coach, and Armin Ruiz went on then to coach, I can't remember the team they were coaching when they let him go. So Armin Ruiz, though, is a 2-time champion. They play at the Front Range Stadium, they share the Colorado Coolers Stadium. So Colorado Coolers in my league play at the Front Range Stadium. This Denver Snowcats team shares the same stadium. Armin Ruiz, of course, with a chance to win his third. Well, he's won 3 championships, counting the 2 he won in my league and the 1 he just won for Denver. Mesa Machine, in the history of my league, in 28 years, has never won a championship. The Denver Snowcats, this is their very first championship on record. This will be their chance at a first world title. And Mesa, who still has never won a league championship in my game, could win a world title here today and still not win our league championship. Again, Andrews, 14 touchdowns, 4 turnovers. He's a +10. Their top quarterback is 12 TDs, 3 turnovers, +9. Their receiver, 6 TDs on the year. Parks has 6 TDs midway through the season. What we have, and they also have 3 All-Pro defensive players. We do have, Mesa has O'Donnell, their DL, has 7 points midway through the season. Our record is 12 points on a season. He is midway through the season. He's on pace to break our defensive points record if he continues at this pace. So O'Donnell gives Mesa, who has a 0 offense, but he has been an absolute unstoppable beast. Ironically, a poor defense, but if anyone makes plays, it seems to be O'Donnell. So we have got one hell of a game, folks. Again, so my mid-season champion at 5-1-1 is traveling to face the Denver Snowcats, the WCFL 2050 champions, in our first ever 2 separate leagues coming together. We did this in Grid Zone. For people who don't recall, when I was running the Patriot Football League in Grid Zone and Scott was running his league in Grid Zone, we actually had, I think, 3 world titles between his league in Grid Zone and my league in Grid Zone. So we had 3 or 4 of these where our 2 league champions met for championship games. They were unbelievable, and so it was so much fun. And Scott was really cool. Scott would send out a little trophy to whoever won the champion. I literally mailed Dell a trophy for winning a title, and mailed a trophy to me for winning a title in that, because I had a team in his league and I won a championship. And he mailed me a little trophy. So Scott would actually send out little trophies for our world championship. Now I don't have the extraneous income to be mailing off little trophies to people in these things, but I wish I did. It would be so much fun to send out a trophy. So anyway, long story short, Clark and Addison Game Company, Brian Hafferkamp is in his 10th season, or going into his 11th season. His champions of his 2050 are going to face for the first time a team in my league in the 2050 season. And again, this will be for the world title, despite the fact that Mesa has yet to win our league title. And as it is, they're on pace to win it, but they may not. There's a good chance Colorado or Indy or somebody will upset them for our league title. But Mesa could be a world champion and not be a Patriot Football League champ. That would be a trip. So we're going to play. Rules is written. I am going to use defense, so I have a D6 here to activate defensive adjustments. I've not done that before, so I thought this would be a perfect game for me to show how the defensive adjustments work. And then I'm using a D12 for extraneous player information. I do have the number on the cards too, but it's going to be easier, I think, just to roll for extraneous if I need to know who made a tackle for loss, where this would be faster for me to drop a die and grab that data. He has beautiful cards, and he sent me the actual image of his cards, the actual art, but I don't have a printer to print it out, so I just transferred everything off his cards onto mine, and I just redid the data based on the D12, because I use a D12 for my allocators. He uses the traditional D10 for play action football. So I wanted to make sure I weighted his players to the D12, which is what I use for my league. And folks, we're ready to go. 5-1-1 Mesa Machine, 6-1 Denver Snowcats, the WCFL champs. Mesa Machine are our midseason champs. I've already shuffled this, but I'll break it up again real quick. And we're going to get started here, folks. Unbelievable. May the best team win. The Denver Snowcats, I'll talk about the teams here as we get started right before kickoff. So again, they have, we're playing at Front Range Stadium in their house. Armin Ruiz is their head coach. They use a 43 defense. They are a pass-heavy team. Their starting quarterback, rookie Roman, who, again, +9 turnover ratio. Their single back, these guys run a 3-receiver set, single tight end, single back. Pierce is their dominant back, their main back. Ferris is a rookie receiver. By the way, Roman, Pierce, and Ferris are all rookies. They have a slot receiver named Walsh. They have Horton, who run their Receiver of the Year award with 6 touchdowns. At flanker, they have Alvarez at tight end, and then they have Pierce out of the backfield catching passes. Their punter is Joyce. He also is a free safety. And Livingston is their place kicker. Their place kicker is an offensive left tackle. So Livingston does their place kicking duties, also left tackle. Joyce, who is their free safety, is also their punter. And Lowry, who is their dominant strong side cornerback, is also doing their return duties. This team is a +1, -1. They have 3 All-Pros on defense, Spencer, Howell, and Cherry. Their top player, though, in the sack department is Howell. Their top linebacker is middle linebacker Cherry. And their top DB is Lowry and Joyce as far as distribution of interceptions. On the flip side, we have the Mesa Machine. This team for 4 consecutive years has led our league in scoring. They have not won a title. They have never won a title. They are coached by Billy Folds. They run a 43 defense. They're a pass-heavy team. They have Andrews, who has been a league MVP once. He's also been the quarterback of the year more than once. And he this year is on pace to win the MVP and quarterback of the year with a +10 ratio. They have a back who's had a pretty good year with 4 TDs, Parker. Their fullback, Willis, is solid, but not great. They have Parks, who is by far one of the best receivers in our league's history. If he can win a championship, he'll be a sure ballot Hall of Famer. If they cannot win a championship, Parks may retire and come up short of my Hall of Fame. Their tight end realms has been solid this year. Royce has actually had a really good year for them as well at flanker. Their kicker is Kudrick. He came over when 10 of my teams folded. They grabbed Kudrick off the free agent market, and they have a very good place kicker in Kudrick. And they have one of the league's most dangerous return men in Wilkie. He's got 5 kick and punt returns in his career in his 3 years for the Mesa Machine. So they have one of the most dangerous return men in football. They are a +3 offense, 0 defense. Their best defensive player is O'Donnell on the season. However, he is not their most active defensive player. Clark is. However, Clark has not done the same damage that O'Donnell has done thus far. They have a brilliant strong side backer who came over in the offseason from a folded franchise, Mangum. They have Borghese, who's been one of the best cornerbacks in the history of our game. And they have strong safety Colburn coming over from the NBT. Colburn was the defensive MVP 2 years ago for the NBT. So they have the names. They just don't have the defensive rating. Without further ado, let's get started. This Kevin Elias, for those who don't know, Kevin owns a game company. Kevin has been a longtime friend, and Kevin Elias has owned this team since our 2nd year in existence. So for 28 seasons, Kevin has had this team. They went to London for a brief time and returned back to Mesa after recovering money from a 2-year stint in London. They came back to Mesa after they got their money back up. And again, the Denver Snowcats, from what I understand, have a brand new logo this year, and they must have also, I'm sure, changed uniforms along with that. They have 3-headed monster in their rookie quarterback, running back, and receiver. And what more can I say but may the best man win. Again, I'm doing this, home team gets the ball first, home team gets the ball last. We are playing in Denver's stadium because they are actual league champions. Mesa is just our midseason champion, so they're going to travel to the front range and play in Colorado Coolers, and Denver will share the same. We'll share the same stadium, the Front Range Stadium. Armin Ruiz, who is a 2-time champ, now a 3-time champ in the history of professional football, with a chance to win a world title here against Billy Folds and the Mesa Machine. All right, here we go. Okay, kickoff. 2. And we're underway here, folks. The crowd on their feet. Kickoff is a touchback. So Kudrick, for us, booms it through the end zone as we have got the adrenaline pumping here in the biggest game of the year. All right, under center, Roman, and he's got a pass-heavy system. 3 receivers set. Ferris, Walsh goes in motion. Horton is the flanker. Alvarez lined up strong side right. Pierce lined up directly behind the quarterback in the from under center. Armin Ruiz in a 3-back system may or may not step into the pistol or the shotgun as things are required. And they are going pass first. So again, pass first. They're going to drop back. Defense steps up. No defense effect. It's a 10-yard strike. And that 10-yard pass is to Alvarez. So right out of the gate, he finds his tight end on a 10-yard strike, first down. For those who are tracking, Alvarez caught a 10-yard pass. First down and 10. Roman barks signals. It's quiet here. Front range. They know how to. The Denver fans here know how to respect the hometown offense. Ruiz stalks the sidelines. They snap the ball. It's going to be a sack. Defense comes flying through. And it's going to be number 9, a blitz, quarterback blitz, hammers them for a loss of 5. We're down to the 25. Holy cow, Roman gets up a bit wobbly, helped onto his feet by his left tackle, Livingston. Or he might be the right tackle, I can't remember. Livingston helps him onto his feet as he blew that, they let Harris get in on a cornerback surprise blitz. And we're going to write that down. So, Mesa Machine's cornerback, Harris, with a sack. This is a sack listing right there. Harris gets a sack. Unbelievable. It is second down and 15. And they have no choice but to step out in shotgun formation. Pierce lined up on his right. Slot receiver Walsh travels in motion, leaving the right side, traveling over to balance the formation. Onto the left side, they snap the ball. Picked off! Holy cow, Roman, the rookie, drops back. And the Mesa Machine tricks him. Picked off. It's going to go how far downfield? 9, intercepted, 11 yards downfield, 10, 11, up to the 36. It's going to be returned 6. 3 yards back, 1, 2, 3. Folks, we got a major dilemma, 12. Colburn picks that off. Holy cow, Roman. Intercepted by the leagues. This guy has been the defensive MVP twice in his career. Colburn for the Mesa Machine with an INT, and the crowd here is stunned as the rookie's been hammered by a surprise blitz, and then they use a little tricky coverage, and the rookie doesn't recognize it, and it's jumped by Colburn, returned down to the 33. We're in field goal range, folks. The Mesa Machine take the field, led by their veteran, 10-year vet quarterback Andrews. He's headed to be the top quarterback, maybe even the league MVP this year. Parker behind him in a double tight. This team runs a pro set pass-heavy offense, so this would be more like a West Coast style offense. Parks, the league's top receiver currently. Realms at tight end, and Royce. And he's going to line up pro set. He's got his halfback lined up out of his left hip behind the left tackle. His fullback lined up off the right side, creating a strong side. Tight end right, strong right, halfback. Let's see what they do. They open up with a pass-heavy attack. It's going to be a pass. Defense, -1. It's going to be a pass for 5 yards. So he gets down to the 28-yard line, second down. Nice little pass. That pass was completed to Parks. So Parks makes the first catch of the day. Their top receiver with 6 touchdowns on the season makes a 5-yard catch against this defense. And again, this defense is a -1. Oh, I've been forgetting to do defense. Whoops. We need to be rolling the defensive die. So this will be second and short. The defense is going to be 5. Second and short. Defense is going to be in a blitz. So they're coming after him. Pass heavy, -1. So we snap the ball. It's going to be pass incomplete. Third down and 5. It's going to be short yardage again. 6 is going to be a blitz. So they're coming, man. They're blitzing twice. I've been forgetting to roll this. So blitz is -1 automatically to any pass heavy play. It's going to be a run. Hands off up the gut for 2. -1 is 1 yard. Ball's loose. Pow! Hammered. Holy cow. Who's running that? 11. Willis, the fullback, gets the carry. And 12. Joyce, the free safety, comes in and pops him. Who recovers this fumble? Offense. Holy cow. 4th down. He gets a yard and then gets hammered. Ball comes loose. Lucky for Willis. It's not lost, and we're going to have to kick a field goal. Holy cow. Big hit by Joyce. All right, here we go. Kudrick lines up to kick this. He needs 3 or better, and he'll hit this field goal. 3. Oh, it literally hits the crossbar and bounces through. 37, 44-yard field goal for Kudrick. And folks, we draw first blood in points off turnover field goal. Kudrick. And the crowd here not happy. They're grumbling. Kickoff by Kudrick. 1, touchback. So twice Kudrick now has kicked that ball deep. I got to remember to roll the defensive die. All right, Roman now a little shaken. He's going to come out under center again. To kind of gives him a chance to run some play action if they need to when you're under center. And the defense is going to be in a blitz. So we're blitzing as well. And Roman snaps the ball. It's going to be a run for 10. Defense, -1 on a blitz. So we're going to actually gain a -1. They're going to run. They're going to run for 10, -1, 9 yards. Beautiful run, 2nd and 1. Nice carry on a draw play. We blitz right past him. And who got that carry? That's going to be Pierce. So Pierce with a 9-yard run. 2nd down. The defense is in base. So we're in base. That's +1 of these now. Drops back. It's defense. Nope. Modifier. +1 because we're in a base. 9 +1 is 10-yard run out to the 39. Who makes that run? For those who are tracking stats, Pierce. So their rookie running back with 19 yards and 2 carries. 1st down. Okay, defense. We're in a normal defense. It's going to be base, so it's going to be +1. The offense drops back. Roman misses his target. Incomplete. +1 doesn't matter unless they gain yardage. 2nd down and 10. Roman missing the target there. We're blitzing. They drop back. Offense, again, incomplete. So we blitz him into a quick pass. He throws the ball away to protect himself. He was sacked and surprised on the first drive. We can narratively make sense of this pass incomplete with a blitz. He saw it coming this time and just got rid of the ball. It is 3rd and 10. The defense now in 3rd and long is going to be in nickel. And nickel here is -1 to pass heavy. Snaps the ball. It's going to be offense 1. So -1 +1 -1. He loses a yard on a run. So the quarterback takes off on a scramble. Well, maybe. No, it's going to be Pierce. So they hand it off on a draw play, just getting room to punt. And he gets hammered in the backfield for a loss. And we're going to punt the ball away. And the punt, 10, is 49 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 9 would put it to 13. And the return by Wilkie, who has had 5 punt and kick returns in his short career. 11. Holy cow. He comes back 15 yards. 10 up to the 28. The crowd here stunned as Wilkie almost shakes a leg and gets loose. Roman was picked off by Colburn. We turned it into a 44-yard field goal by the Mesa Machine, and Denver is forced to punt. This is the final drive of the first quarter. What can the Mesa Machine do? Let's find out. The Denver defense is going to blitz again, so they're coming. -1. It's going to be a run. Defense, -2. So run for 6, -2, 4-yard run. So we get a run up to 4. Not bad. That run is by our star, by Willis, the fullback. I'm going to roll both. It's easier that way. Defense, 5. So the defense here on 2nd and this would be normal yardage. So 5 is nickel. They're in a nickel. That's a -1. So offense, +3. That's 8. 5 + 3 is 8. -1 is 7 yards and a 1st down at the 39. Beautiful pass to 4. That's going to be to Parks. So Parks catches another pass for a 1st down. We're up to the 39-yard line. All right, Denver's defense, what are they going to do? In normal situation, base, so +1 goes to this. Offense, +3. 1st down, so 13 +1, 14 yards. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, down to the 47. And 10, Willis, the fullback, with a 10-yard carry in this West Coast offense. Pass-heavy West Coast. 5, it's going to be a nickel, so -1 to this. It's going to be defense, -1, -2, +1, loss of a yard for 4. Parker, the top back for them, gets hammered. It is 2nd and 11. Defense. Blitz, they're coming, folks. They're blitzing with a -1. It's going to be offense, which would be +3. -1 would be +2, but pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 11. Long yardage situation, and they are too. They're actually going nickel in long yardage. So -1 to this. Wow, defense, -2, 24. -2 is 22 and a breakaway. 10, 21, 2. And guess what, folks? We have a chance to take it to the house. 11, touchdown. So 22, that was from 48. So 48-yard pass. Andrews throws his 15th pass of the year. A 48-yard pass to number 12. That's Royce, the flanker. And the extra point here can be missed. And it is, it's good. PAT. And folks, first quarter comes to an end The Mesa Machine up 10-0. Mesa with a field goal of 44 and a 48-yard pass. It was a catch and run, 22-yard catch by Royce, and then he broke away down the sideline for 26 more, dives into the end zone. We've had an interception and a punt, and the Denver Snowcats are behind the 8 ball right now. Behind the 8 ball right now. The WCFL 2050 champs are down by 10 in the first quarter to our midseason champion, Mesa Machine, at 5-1-1. Both these teams are very well matched. They both run the exact same offense. They run the exact same defense. However, the Mesa Machine have a +3 offense. The Denver Snowcats have a +1 offense and a -1 defense. So Denver's a little better balanced than the Mesa Machine. The Mesa Machine scored 24.2 points a game, give up 22. Denver scores 29, gives up 19. So Denver has clearly, in their short season, have really had a +10 points per game dominance over their competition. So that's kind of fascinating. Let's go ahead and do one more big shuffle here, if I can do this better than that. Wow, second quarter about to get underway, and the PFL Mesa Machine up 10-0. Again, this should be a close game. I would anticipate the first drive of the game, I forgot to roll the dice, but it produced, those would have been sacks. The card was a defensive sack, and it was a defensive interception. No matter what I had done here, the sack was automatic, was an automatic sack card, and the interception was an automatic on the card. So the defensive modifier only affects yardage. It does not affect sacks. It can affect sack yardage, but does not affect interceptions, etc. So those things would have still happened even though I forgot to roll the defensive dice for those. Okay, so I've had the 3 shuffles there, plus a couple of reshuffles, and we are back to business. Second quarter, the fans here in Denver a little upset as Andrews has just thrown a 48-yard pass to Royce, and we got to kick it off. So the kickoff, 8, balls at the 2. So here's a chance for their man, Lowry, who's their top DB. He's their strong side cornerback. It's a chance for him to take it back to the house. 11, nope, but he goes 30 yards out to the 32. The crowd roars as that gives some hope to the fans. All right, the defense here is going to be base, +1. Defense, no modifier, 7 +1, 8-yard reception. Second down and 2. That pass was to number 3. That is going to be Walsh. So the slot receiver crosses the formation, does a quick slant, catches a pass, picks up 8. Second down and 2. We're in short yardage now, so we're going to look at 2, base. So add 1 to this. Oh, huge pass. Defense has no effect. +1, 28-yard bomb. 10, 20, 8, down to the 32 on our side of the field. 6 caught that. That is Horton, their league's #1 receiver on the year. The Receiver of the Year award. Horton just caught a 28-yard pass, first down. The crowd roars as this team looks like they're not out of it yet. Denver defense is going to be nickel on normal. Nickel for us is -1. It's going to be pre-snap defense. Somebody jumps. The crowd roars as Roman, the rookie, draws with a head bob and a hard snap count, draws a man off sides. First down over. What's our defense do? It's short yardage. It's going to be base, so we're going to stay in base, +1. They're going to go pass, incomplete. He looks into the flat and can't complete it with a +1. That's too bad. And by the way, he was looking. His target there was Horton. Incomplete. Second down and 5 after the penalty. It's going to be second and short yardage. It's going to be base for us, +1. They're going to run. Defense, no modifier. 2 +1, 3-yard run. 1, 2, 3, 5. Pierce runs for 3 yards. It is third down and 2. Short yardage still. And we're going to blitz in short yardage. So at -1 to this. Snaps the ball. Down he goes. Defense, no modifier. -1. Loss of 8. Out to the 32. Fourth down. We're going to get a sack by number 3. Clark, there's their top guys. So Clark gets a sack. However, O'Donnell is on a league. He's on a record-setting pace for box score highlights. But this time, their weighted player Clark got the play. It's 4th and 10 from the 32. from the 32. They can kick this. Their place kicker is 83. They need me to flip a 4 or better to get 3 on the board, and it is 6. It's good, baby. So their place kicker, Livingston, who is also the left tackle. This is old school, right? We're in the future, but an old school left tackle doing the duties. Hits a 49-yard field goal, and that gets them on the board. Mesa Machine give up 3. Kickoff is a touchback, so their guy, Livingston, bangs it through. And the defense is going to go base. So +1 to this. It's going to be a run. Defense -1. +1 is even. 4-yard carry. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is second down and 6. That carry was by 6. Parker. Defense is going to go in short. This isn't short yardage. This would be normal yardage. It's going to be normal. +1. We're going to get pass incomplete. Third down. He was looking for the tight flanker, Royce, and cannot find him. Third down and 6. It's going to be long yardage, 5. That's going to be dime defense, so -2 to this. So run. So it's a quarterback maybe? No, 12. It's going to be Willis. The fullback gets a draw play from the pro set. 10, -2, -3, 7-yard run. He's going to get the first, folks, on a 7-yard draw play. They were prepared to punt the ball. Why would you run on 3rd and long? People ask this question all the time. Why? Because you plan on punting it. So you're running just to knowing that you're going to get the ball out of your territory, and then the draw play surprises somebody. You end up breaking tackles. We end up with a first down. So that's why you might run on a 3rd and long, right? We don't know the logic of the coaching staff, right? We play to find out. Mesa Machine. The defense is going to be normal, so +1. It's going to be a pass incomplete. Second down. He was looking for Parks. It was incomplete. Here we go. It's going to be normal. No, we're in. Normal situation, base, +1. Picked off! Oh no, he throws an interception to 1. 1 is Hogan, the strong side backer. Andrews, who has 4 turnovers on the year, intercepted by their strong side backer, Hogan. He shows blitz and then does what's called a walk-off. He shows blitz. Andrews identifies him as a blitzer, but at the snap of the ball, he's backpedaling into his zone and picks it off. How far downfield? 11. There's the turnover to equalize things right there. At the 38, the return could be big. 12. He's going the distance. 11 plus 10, 11. Will he take it to the house? 7. I think he just took it to the house, folks. 40. Touchdown. Oh my God, Hogan. And that counts as a possession in my rules. Hogan went 10, 11, from the 38-yard pick 6. We got a tie game at halftime. The extra point is good. Holy cow, the crowd. Oh, wait, no, we still have one more drive in the second. Livingston kicks a field goal. Andrews throws a pick. Hogan takes it back to the house. This will be the final drive for the Mesa Machine. It is 10-10. Holy cow, the Denver Snowcats -1 defense with Hogan, Cherry. Now, Cherry's their all-pro, but Hogan just picked off in a zone coverage, surprising the 10-year vet, quarterback award winner, PFL award winner, and an MVP in our history. Just got duped by a strong side backer. Holy cow, kickoff, 1, touchback. Final drive of the half in this world championship between our two leagues. My league, the Patriot Football League, in its 31st season, and Brian's WCFL in its 10th season. Unbelievable. Armin Ruiz has coached his team to not panic when they were down 10-0. It is now 10-10. Mesa, though, gets the final say here on this drive. The defense, they're blitzing, -1. Offense, +3. So it's going to be 8 plus 3 minus 1 for the blitz is going to be a 10-yard pass to 11 to our flanker, Royce. First down. It's going to be base. Add 1 to this. It's going to be defense, -1. So 2 minus 1 is 1 yard, and the ball's on the ground. Oh, no, we may have just turned it over again. Ball. Who recovers it? Defense recovers it. And 5, they're going to return it. So defense recovers it, and they return it 15 yards. 5 down to the 16, and the gun sounds. Who fumbled that? 11. That's Willis, the fullback. He fumbled one earlier but recovered it. Fumble lost. Who recovered that? 2, Spencer, the DE. Spencer, their other All-Pro, just had a fumble recovery, folks. And fortunately, he did not take it back to the house. But what a way to guarantee this. We have a 10-10 game at halftime. Holy cow. So again, Mesa Machine have the clear offensive advantage rating-wise. Denver has the balanced team rating-wise. But on paper, Denver put up more points and held their opponents to less points than has Mesa in our league. So that can be just a symptom of schedule, right? Who you played in the other league and who they've had to face in our league. Remember, our league has 2 teams with -3 defense and 1 team with a -2 defense. So Mesa Machine is leading the league in scoring in our most defensive league we've ever had. I don't know what the makeup of the rest of the WCFL defense is, but I'm assuming they probably have more teams kind of balanced than they have. We had a big off season where there were a lot of teams getting really defensive. So Mesa's had their scoring drop by about 4 points a game this year because of those defenses, although they're still outscoring all their opponents. All right, folks, halftime show here would probably be some this is a big-time world championship, not quite rivaling the Super Bowl in the year 2050. I'm sure the NFL at this point in history will be all over the globe. There'll probably be a team in Mexico. There may be a team in the UK. There may be a team in Germany or Barcelona. I have a feeling by 2050 there will be at least a couple of international teams, at least in this hemisphere. I would not be surprised to see a team in Mexico or something here in our hemisphere. I know the UK has been clamoring for a professional team for a long time. The Jacksonville Jaguars were rumored for a long time that they'd be moving to the UK because Shad Khan owns a soccer team in the Premier League. So Shad Khan owns, I can't remember which team he owns in soccer, but Shad Khan owns a Premier League team. Also, the Glazers, who own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they own a professional Premier League team. So the Glazers brought Shad Khan into the NFL, and Shad Khan returned the favor, bringing the Glazers into the Premier Soccer League as an owner. So there's a little bit of history for you, a little bit of trivia for you there for those who don't know. So by 2050, I would imagine the NFL is bigger than ever, and we don't like the NFL in 2050. We like these very what do you want to call it? Intimate, small leagues with players that are paid according to their, lot in life, right? I like to imagine our superstars are paid about the same as a tenured high school teacher. No, I'm kidding. I like to think they're paid equivalent to what they actually do, right? And professional athletes certainly deserve everything they get, but I very often wonder, what the hell are we doing? It's we don't pay the most dangerous. We don't pay the most dangerous jobs the most money, but they're paid because of what they bring in. So, right, entertainers bring in a lot of money, therefore they're paid a lot of money. I get it, but either way, I like to think in our little league, they're paid equal to a tenured high school teacher or something, right? All right, man. Mesa Machine will get the ball coming out of the tunnel after the halftime show, which will involve some kind of new age, futuristic synth band, mostly AI at this point. And probably the band is a complete AI robot show, robot dancers, robot singers, right, in the year 2050. There won't be humans doing anything but watching from here on out, right? Oh my God. Robots policing the streets. Humans are playing the sports and are watching the sports. Robots do everything else. AI bands performing at halftime, right? Some local AI stand-up comic, some robot stand-up comic delivers a little 3-minute set right before the robot AI band performs. All right, here we go. We're ready to go. Mesa Machine, get the ball. It's going to be 9. It's going to be a kick to the 3, and that's dangerous. They really do not want to let Wilkie do this. 4. Wilkie's going to return this out 18, out to the 21-yard line, and they contain Wilkie, but I really would not kick to the most dangerous kick returner in our league. All right, here we go. Mesa Machine, Andrews under center, barks orders in a pro set formation. They're going to blitz. It's going to be a run for 2, plus 3 is 5, minus 1 is 4-yard run up to the 25, second down. That carry was by the fullback Willis, so they gave him the ball right after his fumble to get his confidence up. Coming out of the tunnel, they say, don't worry about it, Willis. We're going to give you the first carry of the half and let you redeem yourself. It's going to be nickel. They're going to be in a, they're in a nickel form. No, we're not in long yardage. We're in normal yardage. They're going to be in base offense, so it's going to be plus 3. Picked off! Oh no! You're kidding me. 6 picks it off. That is Watkins, their weak side corner. Andrews' second interception. The wily vet picked off by Watkins. Holy cow. How far downfield? 5. It travels 15. No, that's 5 is 3 yards downfield. 1, 2, 3. And the return by Watkins is 8. And 8 is 9-yard return. They're down to the 19. The crowd here in the Front Range Stadium for the Denver Snowcats on their feet roaring as that's their 3rd turnover. We've had a pick, which was returned for a touchdown. We fumbled the ball away at the half. And now they've picked off Andrews again. Our league's #1 quarterback picked off twice. This time, though, they're going to have to earn it. As the Denver Snowcats take the field, the crowd roars as Roman, Ferris, and Pierce enter the huddle. They come out and line up in a 3-receiver set in a pistol formation with Pierce lined up on his right. They snap the ball. Normal for us. It's going to be a pass for 10, 11, 12 yards down to the 7. 1st and goal at the 7. That pass was to #1, Ferris, the rookie. Catches the pass down to the 7. 1st down, the crowd roars as Ferris gets up and throws the ball to the referee. We're blitzing. It's going to be run 6 with a fumble. Pow, we're going to hammer him. But it's going to be 6, plus 1 is 7. Ball's fumbled, but not before he scores a touchdown. Oh, wait, we're in a blitz. -1, plus 1, 6. No, he fumbles at the 1. Wait, let's get the right. 6 plus 1, 7. And we blitzed. -1, 6. He fumbles at the 1, folks. This is not a score yet. Who recovers it? We do, in the end zone, down right there. It's a touchback. You gotta be kidding me. Pierce fumbles away the ball at the 1, at the defense's 1-yard line. And we're going to recover it there. Where do we return it? To nowhere. It's 1st and 10 for Mesa. Who got that fumble? 6. That's going to be Norris, the left side linebacker. Norris with the fumble recovery. So he literally coughed it up at the 1. We recovered it at the 1. It's 1st and 10 for the Mesa Machine at the 1. Picked off. They get down to the 7. He runs for 6. Thank God we blitzed. Strips the ball from him at the 1, and Norris falls on it, doesn't return it. And man, it's we're in dire straits here, as that -1 defense could cause a safety. All right, we're lined up in a power formation, tight, double tight, flankers in tight, and both backs are in an I formation. I mean, in a pro set near. We're trying to punch it out of the end zone. Where's the defense? The defense is going to be nickel. So they're in a -1. And we're going to be run 1, defense 1, -1 is nowhere. Nickel, -1, safety. Oh no, 3. 3 run hits him for a safety. Howell is going to score a safety. Howell scores a safety. Oh my God, what a game. Guess who takes the lead? Denver has the lead 12-10 thanks to a safety. And we have to kick it to them from the 20. So this is a punt, technically. We're punting from the 20 on a safety. Damn it. 11, though. Good punt. 53 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3. And their man returning it, Lowry, goes 6. He's going to return it 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Up to the 30. Wow, what a freaking game this has been. We had a pick. We stripped the ball from the 1, saved us from giving up a touchdown, and then he gets hammered in the end zone because of a nickel defense, and they score a safety. Their superstar, by the way, their top defensive player is Howell. He scores a safety. Denver with a 2-point lead with the ball. And here we go. They're in a shotgun formation, 3-receiver set, and we are playing nickel, -1. Offense going to be +1. So 5 + 1, 6, -1, 5-yard pass. 2nd down and 5. That pass went to 8. 8 is Alvarez, the tight end. He stays in his shotgun formation. We're going to stay in our normal defense. It's going to be normal. It is normal, so +1 to this. It's going to be offense, jumps, 2nd down over. Somebody jumps. Unbelievable. Now it's going to be 2nd down and long, and we're going to stay in long. And it's going to be nickel, -1 to this. It's going to be a pass for 19, 20. -1 is 19, 10, and 9. They're up to the 49. The crowd roars as number 3. That is Walsh, makes a 19-yard catch. So for those who are tracking stats, Walsh with a 19-yard catch. 1st and 10. We're going to be in a nickel. 5 is nickel. So we're coming at them with a nickel. That's a -1 for our defense. 27 defense, -1. So 26 yards, 10, 26. They're down to the 25-yard line. 1st down. 12 caught that for them. 12 is Pierce out of the backfield on a swing pass. Goes 26 yards. 1st down. The crowd in Denver on their feet. They have a chance to make it a 9-point lead in the 3rd. And we're blitzing. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. And we're in a long yardage. We're in a nickel. They're going to pass for a potential touchdown. Defense -1, 24. He's going to catch it at the 1. And if this is for a breakaway, it's a touchdown. 1. No, he fumbles at the 1. Oh my God, breakaway fumble. So again, a 2nd fumble at the 1. Who recovers it? Defense, yes. Oh my God. Pow, 9 was hammered. Alvarez caught the ball, breaks tackles on his way to the 1. Pow, ball comes out, bounces dead at the 1. We recover and we return it. 11, we pick it up and go 7 yards out to the 8. Holy cow, who recovers that for us? 6. Norris, the linebacker. You gotta be kidding me. Alvarez. That's their 2nd fumble lost at the 1. Alvarez fumble lost at the defense 1-yard line, and we recover it with Norris. His 2nd fumble recovery, folks. Norris has stripped. Holy cow, Norris saved a touchdown run with a fumble recovery at the 1, and then Norris saves a touchdown pass with a fumble recovery at the 1. This is going down as the greatest championship game in history. We must shuffle the cards to go into the 4th quarter. And folks, Denver's up 12-10 going into the 4th quarter, and it could be far worse, except Norris has stripped the ball from opponents at the 1 twice. So you can imagine he sneaks up on him from behind and peanut punches the ball out and then grabs it. It's like you can see he probably tears it from him or peanut punches it and then bounces it up. Oh my God, we're going to have the ball. I got to keep shuffling. Denver has scored 12 unanswered. We scored 10 in the 1st, and Denver has scored 12 unanswered points to be up 12-10 thanks to a safety by Howell. However, Norris, if we win this, Norris is going to get the MVP as he saved 14 points by taking the ball away at the 1 back-to-back possessions. I just can't believe it. Folks, Play Action Football Express, get yours today. It is so good and so fun. Unbelievable. Holy cow, man, the Mesa Machine are playing their heart out, representing the Patriot Football League. The Denver Snowcats, with all the pride on the line here at home at the Front Range, are proudly ahead by 2 going into the 4th quarter. And I tell you, Armin Ruiz, the head coach of the Denver Snowcats, he's stalking the sidelines, a little bit PO'd that his team has twice been stripped. But they're young guys, right? You can imagine Ferris, the rookie Ferris, got the ball stripped. Well, Alvarez was the one carrying the ball that got stripped. But the rookie Pierce fumbling the ball at the 1. And you saw the rookie Roman tricked into an interception on the 1st drive of the game. So you can see how the rookies here of Denver are getting a on-the-job training, so to speak, in their 1st World Championship. All right, let's get a couple of shuffles here, and then we are ready to finish this game. What a championship. Holy cow. Amazing. All right, here we go. Whew, man, I love it. Nothing like coffee and football in the morning. Play action football is an absolute perfection of solitaire, fun, fast football, either with the my 1978 season I'm doing or with these fictional leagues. Wow, so following a fumble and a recovery returned back to the 8 by Norris, it is 1st and 10 for the Mesa Machine at their own 8. And these are the final drives of the game, folks. Can the Mesa Machine go the distance and get at least a field goal? Let's find out. The defense is base. So we are passing for 16, -1. Base is +1, so even. So 15-yard pass, 10, 8, up to the 23. First down. That catch was by 12. Flanker, Royce, with another catch for us. Here it goes. 4. It's going to be base again. It's going to be Royce again. Pass for a chance of going the distance. 11, -1. +1 even, so 11 yards, 10, 11. So we're at the 23. He's at the 34, but if I flip a big number, 4, 4 is no extra yardage, 10, 11, so he's drugged down. But, man, back-to-back passes for Royce first, 2 first downs. Here we go. It's going to be a blitz. They're not letting it happen again. It's going to be defense -2. Hammered. Number 4, Parker, hammered for a loss of 2. That's a tackle for loss 4. 12. That's going to be Royce. The free safety comes up. TFL. Free safety Joyce with a tackle for loss. Holy cow. 2nd down and 12. Mesa Machine now in trouble. It's going to be a blitz again. They're coming. It's going to be 8. Offense +3. 11. -1 for the blitz. Yeah, -1. So 11 -1. 8, 9, 10, 11. -1 is 10. 3rd down and 2. Oh my gosh, folks. 3rd and 2. Oh, by the way, that was number 8. That was a catch for Realms, the tight end. All right, it's going to be a blitz. Oh, wait, no, 3rd. We're in short yardage. 5. Short yardage 5 is blitz. So they're blitzing. And blitz is -1. It's going to be offense. Run for 2. So 3 +2 is 5. -1 is 4 yards thanks to the blitz. We get the first, though. Out to the 46, the crowd roars. Carrying that rock is our fullback, Willis. So Willis is getting a lot of carries today. They're pounding him with a big boy. Parker is older. He is a 10-year vet along with Andrews. They snap the ball. It's going to be base, so +1 to this. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Andrews in the shotgun. Backs up into the shotgun. It's going to be a blitz. No, nickel, and we're looking for on a run. So it's going to be a run for Parker against a nickel. So -1, it's going to be defense. So -2, 1-yard run. Boom, 3rd down and 9 for Parker. 3rd and 9. This is long yardage situation. 5 is going to be a nickel. Snaps the ball. It's a run for 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, -1 for nickel is 12 yards. 10, 11, 12. First down at the 41. The crowd here is absolutely shocked as they get a draw play to number 5, Parker, with a draw up the gut. Again, they might have been positioning to punt there, but he ends up getting loose on the draw play. Again, if they're in a nickel, the draw is not a bad call. That means only their 4-down linemen have a chance to get a hand on this guy. And if we're sending receivers into deep routes and they're in man-to-man, so let's say nickel man-to-man, they turn their backs, they run. A draw play is a perfect call. So for those who think on 3rd and long you shouldn't draw, well, it depends on what defenses they're doing. And there it is, folks. Beautiful. First down, Mesa. They are not yet in field goal range. Man, here we go. Mesa, what are they going to do? It's going to be a base, and it's going to be a sack. Oh, offense. +3, -3 is 0, but because they're in base, +1, so he actually scrambles for a yard and avoids the sack. 2nd down. Andrews, the wily vet, squirms away and gets a yard. It's 2nd and 9. It's going to be on long yardage. As 4 is a nickel. It's going to be a run for 2. Defense -1. -1 for nickel. -2. 2. Nowhere. 3rd down and 9. Uh-oh. Mesa's in deep trouble. And 4. It's going to be on long yardage. It's going to be nickel again. And there's going to be a pass incomplete. 4th down. They are not in field goal range. They need to get to the 38. Shite. Well, in my league, you have to be at the 38 closer kicking. In his league, it might be on the cards, different. But in my league, I use set numbers, and you have to be at 38 or closer. It's a 2-point game. We could punt. We could coffin corner subtracting 10 and pin them. They're up by 2. We have 1 possession left. We can't. We have to get a first down. Yeah, we're gonna coffin corner punt, subtract 10. We need this to be. We're at the 40, so we really want this to be minus 10. Jeez. So if I flip a 9, man, if I flipped a 10, we'd pin them at the 1. If I flip an 11 or 12, we're going to kick it through the end zone. Through the end zone. Shit. It bounces through the end zone. We try to coffin corner punt. CC punt. Touchback. Dang. Denver takes over with a 2-point lead. The crowd roars as we do the punt deal. And now Armin Ruiz tells Roman, get under center, and now we can run play action. We can still pass from here, but we want to show that we can run on any down. So Roman will be under center here with his ability to run himself or hand it off to Pierce. They snap, and then we're gonna change to a run heavy. They got a 2-point lead. We're gonna go to run heavy. So snap the ball. It's gonna be base. So base on run heavy is -1. They're gonna run for 7. Defense no modifier. So 7 -1 is 6 yards and a flag. So they're going to get up to the 26. Great run by Pierce. No, Roman ran that. So big run for Roman on a option play, but the flag is 9. Offense 15. Yep, that's after the play. So we're going to take it back to the 11. It is going to be after the play. Second down and quite a ways. Holy cow. They're in long yardage. We're going to go back to pass heavy for this now. It's going to be base for us, so +1. On long yardage. They're going to pass and complete. Third down. That penalty killed them. And they're going to stay with pass heavy. It's going to be a blitz, so we're coming after them, and they're going to run. So it's a draw play. Defense, no modifiers, so 3. We're in nickel. Or no, we're blitzing, so -1. So they're going to run for 2, 1, 2, and they're setting up a punt. Fourth down. They will punt. What a game. The punt. 10. Good punt. 49 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're going to get it at the 38. Here's the problem. Wilkie can take this back to the house. Nope, 6. He's going to return it 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. This is it, folks. Last chance for Mesa Machine to take the lead. This is our final possession in the first World Championship between the WCFL and the PFL of the 2050 seasons. What a brilliant game. My camera has made it. I keep expecting my camera to die. Hopefully it will not. Last 2 possessions. Mesa Machine have to get a field goal to take the lead or it's over. Here we go. Defense, base. It's going to be run for flag. 7 -1 is 6. Run for 6. They're in base, so +1. So run for 7. The flag is 3. That's going to be holding, but it at least gives us the down over. Second and long. We're going to pass heavy. They're going to be in the nickel. Pass for 8. 9, 10, 11. Nickel, -1. So a 10-yard pass. We get it all back. Second down. Man, we're going to stay in pass heavy. They're going to be in normal. Pass for 12, +3, 15 yards, 10, down to the 44. They need to get to the 38 for a chance to take the lead with a field goal. First down, Andrews finds his guy. Oh, I forgot to tell you who that was. That was number 8. That was out of the backfield. Realms. It was actually a tight end Realms. They're going to be in base, so +1, and we're going to go run for -1 offense. 3, +1, 4, -1 3-yard run. 1, 2, 3. That run was by 5. Parker runs for 5. And it's going to be normal situation, and we're passing heavy. It's going to be normal for them, +1. Pass for 24, +1, -1, 24. Down to the 10, 21, 2, 3, 4. From the 41 with a chance to go to the house, 5. 5 will add another 20. Touchdown from the 41. Andrews finds his man, 5. Parks. 41-yard pass to Parks, and we take the lead. The extra point is good. Holy cow, Denver's final drive. They're down by 5. Kickoff, won't matter there. Kickoff 11, boom, to the 6. Their man, Lowry, goes 10. Great return, 28, out to the 34-yard line. And folks, this is the final drive of the game. Right here, holy cow. We're up by 5. The crowd stunned as Andrews threw a 48-yard bomb to Royce at the end of the first quarter. And in the fourth, this is what champions do. They find a way. He hits Parks, his #1 receiver, for 41 yards. So he's thrown a 48 and a 41. He's thrown in 2 interceptions along the way, but that's what champions do. They level up. They find a way to be winners, even if they play an average to poor game. Here we go. We're going to be, they're going to be in their pass heavy. We're going to be in a base, so we get to add 1 to this. It's going to be a run for 4, 5, 6. 6-yard run up to the 40, 2nd and 4. Short yardage, we're going to be in base. No, we're going to be on short yardage. We are in 46. Pass, so 4 plus 1, 5, and the 46 is plus 2, 7 yards. That's the wrong time to go into the 46 defense. What the hell are you doing, Billy Folds of the Mesa Machine? They snapped a ball for us. It's going to be a nickel. Pass for 11, defense, no modifier, but nickel makes it 10. First down. Look at this, Roman. That pass is to Horton, their star receiver. 1st and 10. Look at this, the rookie driving them down the field. They need his touchdown to win. 4. We're going to be in base. They're going to incomplete, 2nd down. 2nd down. They have to score a touchdown, folks. It's going to be 5. We're nickel. They are sacked. Loss of 5. Nickels minus 6. Down to the 49. 3rd down. The sack coming from 3. Clark with his 2nd sack. Holy cow. Clark, who's their top player, is now playing like it. It is 3rd down. They're going to be in pass heavy. We're in long yardage. 3 on long yardage is nickel, so minus 1. It's going to be a run. Offense, so the quarterback scrambles. 5. No, it's Pierce. Draw play. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Minus 1 is 1 yard, 4th down. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible play call there. They thought they could trick us when we were in our nickel. Long yardage. It's going to be 5 on long yardage. Is going to be dime. We're in a dime. They snap the ball. They're going to run again. Defense, 0. Dime for us is minus 2. So run of 6. Minus 2, 4-yard run, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. Got the carry, Pierce. They run back-to-back draws by Armin Ruiz. That's going to be end of game. As that will actually be end of game. Technically a turnover on downs. That's the last possession. Holy cow, that was sad. There's nothing we could have done. That card was all runs no matter what. So wouldn't have done much good for them. And guess what? The Mesa Machines veteran, 2-time league quarterback, a 1-time MVP, has never won a title, is going to win their first world championship, and they have never won a PFL title. Denver played a hell of a game, scoring 12 unanswered, but they couldn't stop the veteran, 10-year veteran quarterback, and Parks, the 10-year superstar. Remember, Parks is headed for the Hall of Fame if they could win a championship. Well, this world title may have just put Parks into the Hall of Fame. Andrews, maybe. Because Andrews has led the league's top scoring offense 4 years running. They're in their 5th year of their best scoring offense. We'll see if they can continue that. He may be a Hall of Famer as well. Look at this. Parks played before Andrews took over here. So let's see. Mesa Machine win 17-12 in the first PAF Express World Championship between the PFL midseason champs and the WCFL league champs. And Mesa Machine finds a way to pull it off. The 3rd quarter, folks, unbelievable. Andrews picked off. Watkins, they get Pierce fumbles the ball away at the 1. Norris recovers it on the 1. We give up a safety on the next play. But then Alvarez catches a pass down to the 1, and Norris strips it away again. And if we don't do that, this game is lost by 14 points. So that 3rd quarter for the Mesa Machines opportunistic takeaway defense, unbelievable. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. I hope this has been as much fun for you as it absolutely has been for me. And thank you, Brian, for agreeing to send over your league champs so we could have this collaborative world championship game. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.